as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early. And they pick up a quick first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
A first run now for Kyren Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Oh, design run for their wideout.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here comes third down at 7.
Here's Stafford.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now it's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
To throw is Stafford.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
His way through contact.
Christian McCaffrey. He's to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They give it to Williams, running right. Sheds off the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Stafford now to throw. And incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Puka Nakua.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
Touchdown, LA!
Kyren Williams.
34 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Waiting.
Now we give up the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got one to take care of it.
And they lost it there. Big fumble. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A give to Williams, running right. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
Now Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 2nd and 8.
Stay 50. You're waiting.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing again is Stafford.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60.
The slot man in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 138 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Watch out.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Outside. Go. 18. Watch out. Up.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might...
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there.
Finds through, and now a crease. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. 0.
To the air again, Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
37 yards. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Oh, this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is... This is caught at the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Niners have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to Kyron Williams. A gain of 12. First down, Rams.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stafford looks to throw again. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. The last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Throwing here, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Purdy will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Stafford. There's that man again. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 75 yards. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Second and 20 at the 36-yard line.
Get set, get set. What's up?
Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy from the gun on third down. That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to make them do it again. They need that turnover.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Set. Moving hot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Ready. Hot.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
That is intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in the tough spot with that interception. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Yeah, this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance is just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Rams, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.